Hi everybody. I thought we'd talk today about the economics of Street Kart. Understanding and controlling the economics is a big part of the game, and if you're going to progress to the higher levels, you're really going to have to know how this works and understand it. If we take a look at the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see two different numbers, 1166 and 222250. The bottom one is the number of SKs or SK dollars you have. That currency is used to buy gas, buy tires, and a large number of other things in the game. Above it is another currency called aces. That's the secondary currency, and that's used to buy important things like special tires and some special carts and some special apparel. It's important that you understand both these currencies and how they play together. If we touch the little plus sign or either of those numbers, we go into what's called the bank. And here we can buy aces in a number of different quantities, and the actual value will vary depending on what part of the world you're in. I'll scroll through so you can see what they are. This happens to be here in the US. Aces can be changed into SKs or SK dollars, but you can't go the other way. If we hit the exchange in the bar sort of toward the top, you'll actually go into the other part, which allows you to see what the current exchange rate is. I've seen it as low as 8 and as high as 14. If the rate is not a good one, you want to come back. I wouldn't change anything until you got at least 12 or maybe 13 SK dollars per ace. In fact, I very rarely change aces into SK dollars because it's so very hard to get a hold of the aces unless you purchase them. Okay, so let's take a look at some basics of SK. First, keep your kart serviced. That's really important because it's very easy to get behind the power curve, have a kart that is so badly deteriorated that it's not competitive, yet you don't have enough money to fix it. This brings us to point number 2. Keep your kart serviced. I don't want to hear any whining from people because you let your kart get out of shape. We want your kart to look like this and not this. It's a whole lot more fun when you have a competitive kart. In TKM and beyond, there's a daily aces meet. Always race it. Even if you finish poorly, you're going to earn some aces that'll be really helpful. In general, a good plan is to race each meet once and as fast as you can and get good results. Because there's expense to running it, you get a little bit of money from the heat, but you get a lot more at the end, and that's the most effective way to maintain your SK. Be very sparing when you exchange aces for SK. You can't get the aces back easily, so only exchange them when you need to and try to get an exchange rate above 13. Also, try to keep some aces on hand in case you get a tire and gas offer. These are very useful. They tend to save money, and right now it's the only way to get soft tires. In the early stages, you're going to have some long meets and you're not going to be competitive enough. Watch those carefully. Here's a Portugal race that has 10 laps. It's going to race for over 8 minutes. The repair cost will be very high. If you're not going to be placing high enough to cover your costs, just skip these at least until you get a little better. On the other hand, you're going to find a few meets where you can actually make money every heat. Extreme Underground is the classic example where the AI is slow and the course is short. Even though you incur some wear, you'll make more money per heat than you spend in service costs. So you can run that repeatedly and make money. Just remember, keep your kart serviced and in good shape at all times. You can help keep your kart serviced by following a few small tips. Try to avoid running on grass. Grass isn't good for karts and it's not very fast either. Collisions with other karts or the wall are definitely going to damage it, and you want to be careful at curbs. Trying to jump over curbs will also be a bad thing. Do that too much and you're going to drive something that looks like this, or possibly even this, when what we really want is a well-tuned kart in good condition that we can be competitive with. Keep your kart in good shape and you're going a long way toward making money in SK.